Good afternoon. Can you please introduce yourself to the jury?
My name is Quinn Noonan.
And can you just spell your last name for the record?
It's Noonan.
Ms. Noonan, why are you here today?
I was asked to evaluate the adequacy of the security measures that were used at Scooter's Ice Cream Parlor on June 6, 2015.
What qualifies you to offer this opinion?
Well, I have been a security specialist at Guardsman Corporation since 2009.
What are your responsibilities as a security specialist?
Well, I'm responsible for providing security advice as well as instruction to private corporations around the world.
And what qualifies you to offer this kind of advice?
Well, prior to working as a security specialist, I worked for the FBI for approximately 10 years.
Did you receive any special education or training to understand security issues?
Well, of course, I went to the training academy at Quantico for the FBI.
For the FBI? You stated you are here to give an opinion on the adequacy of security measures. Did you review anything that helped you come up with that opinion?
Yes, I did.
What specifically did you review?
I reviewed the depositions of Bobby Daly, as well as Tracy Simons, and I also reviewed the deposition of the employee that was working there that evening. In addition, I reviewed the opinion of Bryce Summerstein and all other exhibits, including their police reports. Yeah.
Were those materials sufficient to help you develop an opinion?
Yes, they were.
Were you able to form an opinion?
Yes, I was.
What responsibility does the store have for trespassers on their property?
Well, the store owner only has a responsibility to prevent foreseeable acts, and trespassers have a responsibility for themselves.
So she's already giving you all the information, so you just want to live.
Okay. So you indicated that store owners have certain responsibilities. Are you
Trespasser first. So you indicated. So I want to talk to you about. You mentioned trespassers.
Oh yeah. So you mentioned. You mentioned trespassers. Are you aware about what time Scooter's Ice Cream Parlor closes?
Based on my review of the record, Scooter's Ice Cream Parlor closes at 10 p.m.
And what time did the attack on the plaintiff occur?
Based on my review, the attack occurred approximately 10:45 p.m.
Based on your review of the record, was the plaintiff a trespasser?
Yes.
What facts in the record indicated to you that the plaintiff was trespassing on June 6th?
My understanding, after reviewing all the documents in this case, and after reviewing specifically Ms. Boletonova's statement, was that the plaintiff was asked multiple times to leave, even after the store had closed, but decided to stay there anyway. And, yeah, that's all. That's what it is.
I'd like to talk to you about the proper security measures that prevent foreseeable crimes.
So make sure you're moving here. So you mentioned before that if they are trespassing, all they need are adequate security measures for foreseeable events.
Okay.
What security measures would those be?
So you stated before that that a store is responsible to trespassers to prevent foreseeable events. What kind of security measures would prevent these foreseeable incidents?
Things like cameras and lighting.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you specifically about the cameras and lighting at Scooters on June 6, 2015. Would it assist in your testimony to step down and review a diagram of the scene?
Yes, it would.
Your Honor, permission for my co-counsel to...
Just permission to step down, and then you'll just naturally, the co-counsel will come grab it.
Okay.
You don't have to ask for it.
Permission for the witness to step down. mentioned cameras as a proper security measure in this case. What do you need cameras for?
Well, cameras typically act as a deterrent. When a criminal actor sees a camera, it's less likely that they're going to commit any crime.
Can you indicate on the diagram where the cameras are located?
There's a camera located here, and another camera located here.
Is that inside or outside scooters?
These cameras are located outside of scooters.
And were these cameras at scooters effective?
Yes, they were.
Don't say effective, because we know attack occurred. Really happened.
Were these cameras at scooters adequate?
Yes, they were.
And why do you say that?
Well, based on my review of the record, the plaintiff was standing here at the time of the attack, and the cameras located here and here
Would have been visible by anyone attacking something like that.
would have been visible by anyone attacking someone right there. For sure.
Would you point to the shot how to say what it is?
Well, you can say that she was standing right there, and then if you want them to draw, that would be the time to circle that.
Okay. Okay.
Does it say as indicated by Ms. Bolton, or just
No.
based
Because
on
we
my
didn't get into the hearsay issues.
Okay.
Just say that he was standing.
Okay. And you also mentioned as another security measure, lighting. What is the point of lighting?
Similar to cameras, lighting acts as a deterrent. If an area is well lit, other people can see what's going on, and it's more likely for someone to witness the crime.
Was there adequate lighting on June 6, 2015 at scooters?
But yes, there was.
And is there anything in the report that indicates that the property was well lit?
Yes, the police report indicated to me that the
What?
property was well lit.
Okay. And why do you say that?
Because the description of the scene in the police report indicated the area was well lit and appropriately illuminated.
Am I running into the hearsay issues if you try to get that detail?
Right.
So, is there anything that confirmed for you that it was well lit? Yes.
Okay. Is there anything? So was there adequate lighting?
Yes.
And is there anything in the record that indicates the property was well lit?
Yes, based on my review of the scene indicated.
Well, no, just answer the first one. Is there anything in the report that indicates that the property was well lit?
Not report, the review of the materials.
Is there anything in your review of the materials that indicates the property was well lit?
Yes, the police report.
Just leave it at that. Okay. Now,
Unless you plan on admitting the police report, in which case you just admit it, and then she can point out that she saw that.
because it might already be in, because I plan to admit it on my cross.
I'm just saying, like, that's what you can do if you want to do that.
Okay. Permission for the witness to step back in the box.
Are you done with that? Okay.
Okay. Now, you mentioned, talked about saying, you mentioned that the plaintiff not have an eye out for his own safety, but she had mentioned that.
No, but she did say trespassers have to take care of it. So her standard of care is general, as we say. You mentioned that trespassers also have to keep an eye out for their own safety.
Right, okay.
And then talk about that.
Okay. Ms. Noonan, you mentioned that trespassers have to keep an eye out for their own safety. Is there anything in your review of the record that indicates he was not? The plaintiff was not?
Yes.
And why is that?
Well, based on my review of the record, the plaintiff had multiple opportunities to protect himself.
And what were those opportunities?
Well, first, multiple times the plaintiff was told to leave the property. And the plaintiff admitted that she or he was told by her friends that people were coming. And it's my understanding that she didn't even look up when those people were coming to see who they were.
Based on your education, expertise, training, experience, as well as your review of the materials, in this case, do you have an opinion to a reasonable degree of professional certainty as to whether Mr. Simon had adequate security measures?
Yes.
What is that opinion?
Given the fact that Mr. Simon had cameras visible and based on the lighting, Mr. Simon had adequate security measures for any foreseeable event.
Ms. Noonan, if the plaintiff was still attacked, obviously that's why we're here today, does that factor into your opinion at all?
No, it doesn't.
Why?
Because the plaintiff was not paying attention. Despite security measures that were in place, he did not make use of the security